What's up YouTube, Mr. Lamas here, and today we're going to be discussing the big change WASD that Diablo II Resurrected has finally patched in, brought in this latest patch. I say finally like it was something we were expecting. Totally unexpected. My guess is the devs saw that PoE 2 had WASD involved in it, and people were excited about that, and they were like, hey, we could do that because we had controller support, and that had to kind of implement some functionality with it. And so they brought this in and they put it together. There were some problems. I'm gonna show you the problems here at first. Let me, get everything all around, which is super annoying. But it's just a broken mess. Gosh dang it! I have to restart it because I messed it up. We'll do coolies, but then we're gonna have to mute.
Blizzard added WASD movement.
See that dumb music he put in? That's the whole problem. Stop it. Who does shorts? Oh, it's Dr. Dre. No wonder. I probably have to wait a second, or it's gonna mute this as well. Because whenever there's like music that's gonna be muted, Twitch will mute like minutes or whatever of the stream. Super annoying. I'm not hating the banger, I'm hating copyright laws and all the annoyance of that. Who drinks with both hands? Who doesn't drink with both hands? This is a big cup. Your son, and he's 2. Well, I mean, sounds like he's smart. Okay. I got big hands. They're really big. Okay, let's do it. What's up YouTube, Mr. Lamas here, and today we're going to be discussing the big patch of WASD being introduced to Diablo 2. I say big not because it's actually really big, but because the patch has 2 things in it, and that is one of the 2 things. So we're just going to be excited about it in that capacity. Anyways, they introduced WASD and it went live yesterday, and it was a mess. I'm going to show you a muted version of Cooley's video of it because he's got Dr. Dre playing. But essentially, they put WASD in and you could access your stash from outside of town. You could explore a map and not actually be moving around at all. And you would do this by picking up an item and then WASDing around the map. And it would glitch you and like have you be a ghost. You can see monsters won't even fight him right here because he's got the item in hand. So they're just like standing around. It was completely broken. You could go run into town and then hostile people, and then it would jump you back to your original position and stuff. And then this would allow you to name lock. You couldn't actually hostile them technically, but you could name lock and all sorts of stuff. It was a mess. But they fixed it up. They got it patched. And now if you try and do that while you have an item, you will just run in place instead. So they have patched this over. You can no longer hold an item and just break everything right there. So with that being said, let's do a full review of WASD. I can run around. It's awesome. Look how cool. Look. And it's horrible. Because you know what happens? You cannot interact with the UI whatsoever. If I am over my UI with my mouse at all, I cannot move. How terrible is that? If I have my I can only move when my mouse is not over my UI, which is just awful feeling, first off. Secondly, I cannot highlight monsters or click monsters or anything while I'm moving. So the only way for me to click a monster is to stop moving. So I literally have to move, stop, just to click. Otherwise, I have no chance. I also cannot click on a shrine. I cannot click on a chest. I cannot click on items. I can't click anything. It has so little utility. It is fully worthless with the exception of just running around like a little, I don't know. Like a little kid who just wants to like push the buttons on it and just run around. It's pretty bad. My first question is, did anybody test this at all? Did anybody test that, maybe you'd want to be able to click on the waypoint while you're running? Would you want to pick up that? Would you want to be able to shoot at a monster? I don't know. So basically all I can do is run, stop, and then shoot, run, stop, and then shoot, run, stop, and interact with my UI, run, stop. Like, it's not good in so many ways. Why would you ever want to run and fight or run and do anything at the same time? I don't know. That's apparently what the question they have as well. So it's a mess. Just plain and simple. It was already something that probably was not going to be great. I actually really loved it in Path of Exile 2, so I had a small hope that it would be solid here. Because in PoE 2, you had, for instance, with the Ranger, you could be stutter stepping and like running and shooting, right? So I could be running this way while shooting arrows that way and stuff. It was really nice. You could actually shoot while running, and it's very interesting. So definitely go give that a try if you're going to go play. But here, it's not. It's just not good. And I mean, not even, again, to mention the fact that you can't do anything in your UI while you're moving around, which I feel like would be so much of the point of it. I don't know. All I can see its use case really being is to just mess with you and just, you know, be annoying. That's it. They brought it in. It doesn't have much use. If I have to find a positive, because Mama always says, make sure you got one nice thing to say. That's Mama Moo Girl. She says that. The one nice thing is it is pretty good for stutter stepping, assuming that you can just shift shoot. So if I'm moving and I'm holding shift, I actually can shift shoot pretty well at an area, right? I can move down, but shoot up. And so the stutter step of that is a little better than if I were to do that without WASD. It would look a little bit more like that, right? So a little bit slower. Whereas with WASD again, you know, we can do a little bit more. So it does have that, but do I think that really gives it any value? No. Overall, 1.5 out of 10? Something like that? Try again, Blizzard? I don't know. This isn't it. This isn't... Not a great addition. Maybe next patch. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. Peace.